Welcome to Call of the Pen World Series edition. Today we're going to break down last night's game, preview tonight's game. Last night's game, Steve, was basically what the D-backs were hoping for. Get a nice little lead, go to their bullpen, but MLB is not scripted. That's why we play the game. And what do you got?
Yeah, man. That's a heartbreaker on game one. Thankfully, it's only game one though, right? Like you got plenty of time still. Don't panic. Nobody panic. If the D-backs are in that situation again, I think they will come out on top next time. Sewald probably learned from his mistakes. Probably a little amped up. He's been clutch, so I'm not really worried about him. What I will say is we'll see what him and Ginkel, really they're two big arms out of the pen. We'll see what they're made of, because Ginkel, you said, threw what, 28 pitches?
28 pitches. It looked like he just nibbled. They pitched not to lose instead of pitching to win. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, I can see that. Nervous, World Series, rushing a little bit. You're just being a little extra careful. Now you feel pressure. I think it was different when they were down to the Phillies. They're just pitching aggressive. They were mad. A lot of saying they were down and out. And now there's expectations. Ginkel, everyone knows who Ginkel is now. We all know what happens when there's expectations. When you come in, like, you expect to be really good, you expect to be perfect. His velocity was down. He was like 93, 94 instead of some 97s.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah, I can see that. My thing is they performed exceptionally well in Game 7 to get them to the World Series. So which is, I don't know, I guess you've been in that situation, right? You've been in a Game 7. Which we think is more pressure? Pitching as a do or die game to go to the World Series, or Game 1 of the World Series? Because they handled that well.
Game 1. I would say Game 1 would be a little more pressure. Game 7, you're playing with house money. It's win or go home anyways.
Yeah, but if you blow it, you go home. You don't get to go to the World Series. I mean, I feel like that's a lot more pressure. You have some wiggle room right now to make a mistake.
Yeah, they just looked like they didn't want to make mistakes. Obviously, 10 walks in 10 innings for the D-backs, which is probably not like them. Gallen had a lot of them, but the bullpen still had plenty of walks. I mean, Sewald had 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Ginkel had a walk. The Nelson kid they brought in probably hasn't pitched since Nam. He had 2 walks. And let's see, Gallen had 4. So 10 walks, 10 punchies, 10 innings, 9 hits, 2 homers. That's a tough outing compared to, I mean, we've been bashing the Rangers bullpen, but man, the guys that Will Smith came in, Jonathan Gray was unbelievable. I think he should have gotten the win for the team. But they walked one guy as a staff. There's the difference in the whole game. 11 innings, 8 hits, 1 walk, 14 punchies. There's the game.
Yep, absolutely. It's true. You keep messing around, it'll come back and get you.
Yeah.
Walking guys. I mean, free bases, especially in the playoffs, but especially in the World Series, it's a no-go. Can't have that, especially in the 9th. And again, look, Sewald doesn't typically do that. But I'm just going to call it an off night. First game jitters. Now it's over and done with. Now we go. Like, forget about it. But like I said, we'll see what they're made of. We'll see how they bounce back if they have the opportunity.
Yeah, these are the toughest games to bounce back. As a closer, you blow that game, you're staying up all night. Yeah. It just eats you alive. You wake up the next day, you're still thinking about it until really you go and get your routine at the stadium. You play catch. Once you play catch, and you're like, okay, I'm good. Then you move on. But mentally, it eats you alive. I'm more worried. Not worried. I wonder what he was thinking first pitch to Sewald. Look at these numbers on what Sewald or against Seager. Seager he hit a 361 batting average, 13 homers, 7 doubles, and 1,000 OPS on first pitches. And we're throwing him a first pitch. I know his ride or die is fastball up, but for someone that is the highest swinging first pitch swinger in the big leagues, I need a better pitch than that.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it wasn't a terrible pitch, but to him, Seager's going to swing out of his shoes, and he's going to line up a fastball. I mean, yeah, it is his ride or die. It's one of the best fastballs in the game. His approach angle, I think, is the best in baseball. So he just relies on that, especially over the last 3 years. That's what's made him so good. So it's like, I'm gonna get after it. I don't care who it is, but it's one of those things where you can't put Seager on because now the winning run comes up to the plate. But I hate to say nibble, but you got to be a little bit more tentative early in the count with a guy like Seager.
Yeah, I just
Or
that
up and
would
away
definitely eat me
fastball.
alive.
Stay away from the pull side power. Make him hit it to the big part of the park if you're going to attack with a fastball. That's
Yeah,
where I'm
I
going.
want
He
to
went
see
try to
him
go
hit
up
an
and
oppo
in. He didn't
homer.
get it in enough. Yeah, but again, I'm jocking it up as a fluke. That he's been nasty all season.
100%.
It's all good. Whatever. It happened. It's over now. Now we go.
That shows how good Ryan Presley's been, who's been 14 for 14 or 15 for 15 in playoff saves. I mean,
Yeah.
Seager was 6 for
And
6, and then you just blow on it. But look how good Ryan Presley's been.
totally. He had a couple games where he didn't look so good. He was just bouncing. He's playing cricket with his curveball, sailing his fastball. Next thing you know, a rod to short, and then like punchy or something like crazy stuff where he just finds a way to get it done. So that's right. Presley's the man. He doesn't get enough credit.
No, he doesn't. And then how about the homer to end the game? I mean, it wasn't a good sinker. It was middle inish, which those are the ones that for guys that are looking in off the plate, and then you leave it middle in. Those are the ones that get absolutely whacked. But still, to stay inside that ball, oppo homer
Yeah.
is impressive.
Yeah. I mean, Castro's got a really good sinker. I just think it was just a bad pitch to a guy's nitro zone. If you're gonna go in, Adalis is one of those guys you have to go in off. And I wonder,
Yeah,
I didn't see where the catcher was set up. I don't know if he's trying to go down and away with a sinker and just leak back, but I mean,
down and in.
both these lineups are just chock full with mistake hitters, but especially the Rangers. They are huge on leak back fastballs. They kill them. Hanging breaking balls, of course. They don't miss. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why the Diamondbacks are a little bit more tentative, and maybe they see the Rangers lineup as a little more, I don't know, dangerous than the Phillies, and whereas they were getting after the Phillies a little bit more. Maybe they felt more confident. NL team, they're used to playing them a little bit more. I don't know. They haven't seen much of the Rangers. They saw them once this year, but
It doesn't seem there's a lot of chase in the Rangers. I think that's the difference. Where the Phillies, what's the last 2 games they said they chased out of zone way more often, but
yeah,
it
good
didn't
point.
seem like the Rangers. Maybe that's why there was 10 walks. There's no chase.
Yep,
And
they
that's why
control the zone better.
Ginkel needs the chase, and he threw 28 pitches. I mean, that's a lot.
I mean, look at the top 5 hitters. So, can you imagine if Simeon was his normal self in the playoffs? This lineup would be ridiculous right now.
That's why it's so.
Simeon, he's hitting $190, but you know what? They got Seager, Carter, and Garcia all hitting well above 300, with Garver hitting 270. I mean, Hyman will run into a fastball here or there and do damage. So will Nate Lowe. He's got sick pull power. So I mean,
if
this
he
lineup's just
heats up,
tough.
man, that really extends that lineup. Other than that, I mean, look at they got
Yeah,
possibly the rookie of the year hitting 8th with a 900 OPS, hitting
yep,
300. Like
300. Yep, 9. Oh, I didn't see the OPS. 900. Wow, that's a dangerous lineup. Their 9 hitters has a 722 OPS. That's like a dream.
And I mean, the
Tough.
Diamondbacks love Longo, but he's got a 400 OPS, hitting $140. I mean, that's.
He's just in there for the veteran experience. Like, they need to. But their lineup's good, man. They're just not as deep as the Rangers.
No, Walker's hitting $160. They need that guy to get going. So
Exactly.
there's just. The
I mean,
Diamondbacks got to string together. Like they got to get on. They got to steal some bases. They got to string stuff together. Where obviously the Rangers are AL. They could slug with you, but they're putting together. They don't chase slug. It's like good at bat slug. That's why they're in the World Series.
Yeah, totally. And then other than the top 3 hitters right now, like there's not a ton of damage in the D-backs lineup. Pham went way back yesterday. He could be a difference maker. That dude's locked in all the time. I think he's an underrated hitter. But it's just tough because they were in the position to win the game yesterday. They can't afford to lose that game based on their offense. You know what I mean? Exactly. Now you got Montgomery going today. That's going to be a problem for him.
Yeah, Montgomery is better than Ranger. Rangers shut down the D-backs a lot. Montgomery's been on a heater, man. That guy's just been probably if not the best 2 starters in the playoffs,
Yep.
and he's shown he's got
Yep.
the nuts for it. So, Merrill Kelly. I mean, the problem is the D-backs will not let you go deep. The Rangers will let you go deep. Merrill Kelly. I mean, he went through 5 in Game 7, and they pulled him out. And he just punched out the best hitters in baseball. I'm hoping that if he's in a good game, they're going to have to let him go because of the workload. But they have a day off tomorrow, so you can let it fly for the bullpen. But their workload was so big last night. Well, let's just say the D-backs have a lead and they give it up again. All hell's going to break loose, and the D-backs will not know what to do, how to get through a game.
I don't know if they'll have a lead today.
I don't think they will.
Yeah. But then again, I probably said that last time because Nate was pitching and they got to him, man.
Yeah.
they did. Nate's incredible in the playoffs and they got to him.
Right. Well,
So
the D-backs, let's look at they faced Corbin Burns, Freddie Peralta, Clayton Kershaw, a bunch of rookies that throw a million, Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, Ranger Sword. Like, these guys have been facing the gauntlet of starters where I don't think Nate and Montgomery, they might look like beach balls to these guys now.
that's a good point.
Stuff.
They've faced some really good starting pitching, and they've tattooed them too.
Yeah,
They got an edge right now. But this game is huge, dude. This game is huge. You had an opportunity to win yesterday. You lose. If you can bounce back and win game 2, that's huge for the program. Like, that just boosts your morale going home for 3 games. You know.
Yeah,
man, this is a big one.
Last night is not a disaster, but just a heartbreak. That was they already showed me a lot when what they did in Philly. Okay, but now this is a whole different round. But this would show me a lot about that clubhouse and the team. And Sewald could come in and lock it down, but if he looks sketchy again, he's walking guys. I'm a little more worried about Sewald in the World Series. But if they could figure out a way to win this game, that would say a lot about them. But if the Rangers come in and just dominate it, then oh boy.
Yeah. But we said that too. They were down 2-0 to Philly, then went to Arizona and just started just bashing. So
and they
here's the
didn't
thing.
blow a lead in Philly though. They just got absolutely dominated in Philly.
That's true. This, in a perfect world, let's say you're the back end of the bullpen, like say you're Sewald, right? You have a chance to close it out. I need the bottom of the lineup up for him. Just to get him back on track. You know what I mean? I don't want him facing the same guys if we can help it.
Wait,
perfect world, obviously.
One-run game. It's a one-run game. Sewald's in. Seager's the first hitter. What happens? What's your pitch? I'm going to the backstop.
Yeah, over his head. Oh man, it ain't a heater up and in. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna say probably backdoor slider or something. I don't even care what it is. Just get to 1-0 or 0-1. I can't let him swing first pitch.
It's got to be a way. Get him out over the plate, and then late in the count, you can ram one in, not for a strike. So
even I faced him, and I've gotten just sinker down away in a big spot, nice little rollover first pitch. Like, and I know he's swinging. It's probably not the best matchup in the world for me against Seager, but
no, but changeups play to him. Anything from fading away from his bat plays for him. The problem is
fastball changeup.
Anything fading away from him, it could be a mediocre sinker.
Oh, here we go.
Your changeup would play well to Seager.
Yeah, my
honestly.
would play well. But yeah,
the problem is if you're Sewald, like, what are you gonna do? He throws this nice little slider that runs into his barrel. His fastball, he's a dead red fastball hitter. And that's not a greatest pitch to him, right? In a big situation, he doesn't have the fading, anything that fades away from Seager. But I'm still confident with him out there.
Yeah, we'll give him a fluke. But if he blows this one, then we're gonna panic.
then we're gonna be talking like, let's see what he's made of again. Just keep running him back out there.
Maybe we should let someone else throw. I don't know. But
yeah,
the Rangers bullpen. Let's talk about the Rangers bullpen.
I was just gonna say that.
Went 6 innings, 6 scoreless, really.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what they got. They went.
Dunning was good. Gave up a hit. He was fine. They gave up 2 hits.
They gave up 2 hits of the bullpen. No walks.
From the 5th inning on.
6 punchies.
Yep.
They look great.
Here's the problem. Here's
And
what we
they
need to
stayed
do. We
away
need to
from
start
Chapman.
talking bad. We talked bad about the Rangers bullpen. We're like, I don't know about those guys. And then they shove. And then we talked so good about the D-backs. They got in trouble. I swear it happens. You know, when like sitting
Yeah.
in the bullpen and you're just like critiquing your own hitters, like, man, we suck right now. Like these guys can't hit water if they
all
fell
the
out of a boat. Then all of a sudden, bomb, bomb, bomb. Like it's just clockwork. I think we just,
Yeah.
I don't believe in jinxes, but I don't know. Anyways, they did look
Well-
good. Will Smith looked good. John Gray was the hero of the pen, and him and Leclerc, let's say. Leclerc threw 2 innings.
Yeah,
Looked
John
real,
Gray's a weapon.
real sharp.
He's got velocity and he's got a nasty slider. I don't know if he could throw back-to-back days. So
Mhm.
everyone should be available except for John Gray today, who went 26 pitches. I doubt he's available, so that brings in Chapman and Spores, who probably
Yeah.
warmed up.
Oh,
3
they didn't
times
even use
yesterday.
spores. Yep.
No,
How about
he
that?
warmed up a ton yesterday. So, but I'm gonna take my pick today. I gotta go with the Rangers because I like Montgomery. He's not here.
Same with me. He is. Hey, check this out. John
But
Gray,
Leclerc
26
went 2
pitches.
innings. That scares me.
He'll be all right. It's the World Series. John Gray went 26 pitches, 19 strikes. Leclerc, 26 pitches, 19 strikes. How about that?
That's why they won.
The Rangers are going to win where they're not going to have to use Leclerc.
Ooh, they need. Well, they get a day off tomorrow. I don't think they care.
It's true. But if they have a big enough lead, I'm going to let Spores pitch to ninth.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know
letting
though. They're
Chapman
gonna have to. They're gonna have to use him as a fireman at some point. You can't do that. You got to keep the. Oh, Chapman. Chapman can close it out for you. Make it interesting.
Chapman, if
Yeah, he's got
Chapman
like a
closes it out,
1 ERA.
Leclerc's going to get up anyways. He's going to warm up 100%.
Yeah, that's true. Got a day off. They have
Anyways,
Voltaren
all
and
right, well-
Toradol. Tore it all up,
Adrenaline,
baby.
some serious adrenaline.
Yep. All right, it's gonna be good.
All right, we will recap probably, I don't know, Monday-ish. Yeah, because they have a day
Yeah.
off tomorrow, so we can talk about it on Monday.
Sounds good.
But let's get some more subscribers. You guys like our content on the World Series? Get some subscribers, followers, whatever. But we got the Rangers today, flipping the script. See
Yep.
you guys on Monday.